Hey guys, what is up? Brent Abel, webtennis.com. Good morning. What is going on out there today? Another episode of 7 Around 7. We're at 7:11 right now. Trying to keep this to 7 minutes this morning if I can. So let's get started. What we're going to talk about today is I got a video I want to show you the point. Doubles match played a few years ago at the Racket Club of Irvine. And we're going to look at a shot. Yours truly plays from yes man's land. Just trying to reinforce with you guys that, hey, you know, if we call it no man's land, that all we're ever going to do is just be freaked out about having to play shots in there. And I'm not saying that doubles should actually be played from inside the baseline and the service line throughout the point. But yeah, it's a transitional area, and sometimes you just end up finishing the point in that area, and that's okay. Before we get to that point, a couple of things. Number one, going to be in Atlanta starting Monday. I travel from Palm Springs to Atlanta Monday. Next Monday, May 3rd. Looking forward to getting there to play a tournament, the Atlanta Senior Invitational, playing some singles on the clay. But the big thing for me is the opportunity to play doubles with Phil Landauer. I'm really, really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun, and we shall see. So look, if you're in the Atlanta area next week, I start on Wednesday, May 3rd. The draw has not come out yet. At least I didn't check this morning to see if it's been posted. But as soon as it's posted, I'll put a link up there, and you can check out the time and the venue. And if you're in Atlanta next week, would love for you to come up, introduce yourself, say hey, and let's hang out for a little bit. Want to check in on you, see how you're doing. And then the other thing is, as a way of saying thanks, I got a way to get one of my $97 stroke technique courses. There's 7 of them that you can choose. You can pick one as a free gift when you pick up one of the Web Tennis on YouTube t-shirts. You can see an image there in the picture, and lots of different colors, obviously different sizes. There's a couple of different graphics, a couple of different logos on it as well. Men's and women's, even some women's tank tops as well. So go on over to webtennisgear.com. Love for you to pick up a shirt, show your love for web tennis, and also what we're doing with 7 Around 7. And as a way of saying thanks, I'm going to give you a full access to one of my $97 stroke technique courses as a gift, my way of saying thank you. So guys, let's take a look at this video I want to show you. And here we go. And we're going to make it a little bigger than that. How about this right there? So make sure I can get to it. And here we go. Okay, yours truly with the return of serve. And I'm going to focus on 2 things. Number one, I am going to focus on the return. I want to do a little coaching on that, but I also want to do a little coaching on the final shot, which is coming up right here. Now, my shot choice here is, number one, could I go back in here and be able to recover? Because I'm a little bit out of position, right? And the answer is yes. Their thought, too, is that Lenny has sensed that his partner, Paul, has been pulled a little bit wide, and maybe unlike or kind of like what we talked about the other day, which is you want to follow your partner over. One of the reasons that you don't want to, and I'm not saying that's what he's thinking, but maybe that's what I'm thinking. Obviously, I'm not looking at Len with my shot prep here. I'm looking at the tennis ball. But I'm just saying, if I can get around the corner of this volley, literally get around the outside, the right side of the ball, I can play a carve volley. And look, I got to go for the angle, right? I can't leave it hanging out there for Len to have a chance at it. Obviously, because of what? Well, this whole thing is the lower 40 at this point. So I end up getting in there, and it works out. But it's a risky shot, right? So technique-wise, you've got to make sure that you can do a couple of things. Is that hopefully you can kind of disguise a little bit where you might play this forehand volley. right? From here, you can't really tell where my shot choice is. And you've got to get around that outside corner. If you don't, you're in trouble. And you got to give a little juice, right? You got to actually finish the stroke and get it over there. And look, even if Len gets to this thing, hopefully it's down low enough to where it's not that easy a ball coming back over the highest part of the net, back up the line, up the alley. Maybe I get a shot at it. We'll never know. Let's talk about the return here, right? Forehand return to serve. One thing that we talked about, and I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, was I think it was a couple of days ago where I showed you those two backhand return to serve, same server, Paul and Len, and both of them were he poached. And really what I'm looking to do is you can almost see with the shadow right here below the net is kind of the target that I'm thinking about with these returns and trying to keep the server's partner out of my mind. And it's the same thing here as I get jammed a little bit with the serve and the forehand, but all I'm thinking about is, can I create enough space without worrying about what's this player going to do? I've already got a big enough job here with just trying to create the space with my feet and look at the tennis ball to be able to try to hit my target over there, which is a spot above what have we always said? It's a spot above the top of the net. Let's make that target a lot more tangible rather than a spot over there. Bring that target a whole lot closer to you by making a spot above the top of the net. And I'm just committing to that spot with the finish, right? Trying to get through it and see if I can't actually get in. See if I can't actually move in. My partner Chris does a nice job, right, of kind of throwing a little movement into the middle. Maybe that's enough to make Paul feel like he might be poaching. And Chris ends up getting a pretty tough little forehand volley here. It's down low. I think he does a smart thing. Ball's down low, just kind of play it back to where it came from. And now what? And now that's it. So there you go. I want to say one more thing on the return, and this is actually what we talked about yesterday with how simple can we make racket prep to where if you go ahead and you think racket back on this thing, right, where you go too far behind you, you kind of wrap the racket around you, you got problems. So make sure that you keep the racket on the forehand out to your right, out to your side. Actually, in this point, it's sort of in front of me, right? I mean, what direction am I facing? I'm kind of with my chest facing in this direction. So you want to keep the racket to that side there, not wrap it around you. And then I just try to feel relaxed in here, right? Just feeling relaxed so I can get the racket through without having to push it, but just kind of release it through and total commitment to the target. If the guy goes, the guy goes. I can't do anything about that, right? And there you have it. Okay, guys, let me get out of this and hold on. Hold on. Come on, just hold on. Here we go. All right, we are back. So, guys, that is it. And look, I want to hear from you on today's coaching down below in the comments area. Let me know what's on your mind. You know, what kind of comments, remarks, questions you've got, let me know. You can always direct message me at Facebook or shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. And if you want to show your love for web tennis and 7 around 7, down below in the description area, there's a link that will take you over to webtennisgear.com, GEAR.com, where you can pick up one or more of the Web Tennis on YouTube t-shirts. And as a way of saying thanks for your support, I'm gonna give you a $97 stroke technique course. You get to choose one of 7 different courses. And so there you have it, guys. As always, it's time right now to get out there, help another human being today, have a spectacular day. Guys, I'll see you again next time.